Welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton action and beyond. This week, we're in Germany to find out how the association is trying to develop the next big women's badminton star. And we spend some time with Singapore's leading men's doubles players, Danny Bauer-Krishnanta and Chayot Triachat. Germans have a passion for sports. It plays an important part in the nation's culture and society, and has a profound impact on the country's sense of pride. Having won the FIFA World Cup 4 times, most recently in Brazil last year, football is overwhelmingly the #1 sport in the nation. Whilst the likes of ice hockey, motorsports, basketball and handball also feature prominently on its sporting canvas, one sport that has been trying to make a contribution to Germany's sporting identity is badminton.
Badminton is not that popular at the moment in Germany. We have football, that's the #1 in Germany, and we try our best that it's going better and better. I think it's better than the last years, but we need a lot of success, I think, and all the players try the best that it's going more popular at the moment.
The German national badminton team has a unique setup. The men train at the Olympic Center in Saarbrücken, a city in West Germany next to the French border, while the women are based 350 kilometers north of that in Mulheim.
We had, in former times, maybe 10, 15 years ago, we had one training center in Saarbrücken. And then we had quite a lot of young talents, talented girls, young women, and they were 80% around here in Mülheim or Cologne. So that means that was maybe natural to build up this training group in Mülheim and Cologne. We started in Cologne. And then we had very good opportunities to get this center here in Mülheim, because the city of Mülheim, also the district of Northern Westphalia, they supported us very much here to build up this training center.
The main reason is a financial point. So we got money from the government. We also got money from the regional governments. So it is important for us that we work on 2 centers, so we got more financial positions.
Having already featured the men's team in Saarbrücken last year, we turned our attention to the ladies this time around on our recent trip to Germany. Badminton Unlimited dropped in at the National Training Center in Mulheim to meet some of their best female prospects.
We are in Europe with our team number 3, so we get the bronze medal last year with the women's squad at the European Championships. So, and I think with our team we are top 4, top 5 together, behind Denmark, of course, and then also Russia is very strong. England is strong, Netherlands, and Germany as well. So I think we belong to the top 5 in Europe.
The German women's team has consistently medalled at the European Championships. In the past decade, they've won 4 bronzes, including gold in 2012. On the global stage, none has found more success than Juliane Schenk. The singles shuttler reached her career best of #2 in 2013, and her long-standing achievements inside the world's top 10 made her one of the most feared European female players on the international circuit. Few will also forget her contributions as a doubles player in the German team. Schenk teamed up with a young Birgit Michels to defeat the then world #2 Danish duo Camilla Ritter-Juhl and Christina Pedersen to claim the trophy for Germany in the 2013 Mixed Team Championships. Her retirement in early 2014 was a big loss to German badminton.
The challenge is, of course, to produce every year and every period young talents and also bring them to the top level. And especially with girls or with women, it's not too easy, because we don't have too many girls here playing badminton on elite level.
Birgit Michels is Germany's current golden girl, and her successes in international badminton with mixed doubles partner Michael Fuchs have seen her nominated for Badminton Europe's Female Player of the Year. 10th in the world rankings, Michels and Fuchs are the only players flying the German flag in the elite group.
We showed in the past that we can get good results against good players, especially for me in mixed doubles with Michael Fuchs. We beat also top 5 players in the world. Yeah, but you have to continue on a very high level with no mistakes, and the Asians, they can speed up quite well, and it's sometimes quite difficult for us to find the speed and so on, but I think it's going better and better that we compare also to the best players in the world.
Building the players' fitness and physique is one of the top priorities for the women's national team if they are to compete with the world's best.
We have to be also better in the whole athletics area. So that means that they have to be very strong, very fast, but also healthy. That means a lot of athletics training, weight training, endurance training, to keep them fit and healthy, because badminton on this high level is played with a very high speed, and there we have to learn a lot here and to improve a lot.
With the Olympic qualifications starting, 2015 is an important year in badminton, and the coaches have high expectations for the female shuttlers.
Of course, immediate is always we are looking to Rio. Of course, we want to qualify our ladies single, mixed double ladies and women's double in all disciplines. That's our goal. So, and that's immediately our plan here.
The Germans remain one of Europe's badminton powerhouses and are focusing on the next steps to become one of the world's top teams. Goal-oriented, organised and determined. Who knows, the next badminton star could be German. In this week's trivia, we want you to tell us who this person is. Here are some clues for you. He's one of the icons in badminton. Was born in October 1983. He has won 18 World Superseries titles, holds multiple golds in both the BWF World Championships and the Olympics. And he holds a master's degree. We reveal all after the break. When we get back, we take a look at an up-and-coming player from New Zealand hoping to make a name for himself and his country. Before the break, we asked if you recognized this person. The answer is Lin Dan. The 31-year-old shuttler was born in Longyan, Fujian, China. He is considered by many to be the greatest singles player of all time, having won all 9 major titles in international badminton. His accomplishments secured him the BWF Male Player of the Year in 2008. Super Dan was also a 2-time Olympic champion in 2008 and 2012 after defeating his rival Lee Chong-wei on both occasions. In this week's One for the Future, the team flew to a country famous for its vast and diverse natural beauty, New Zealand. In the cosmopolitan city of Auckland, we met up with one of the country's up-and-coming shuttlers, Dylan Soedjasa. Hailing from a nation famous for high-profile sports such as rugby and cricket, the 20-year-old chose to play badminton and has never looked back.
Yeah, I did try cricket and rugby, but those sort of team sports I didn't get quite into, so I'd really like to play badminton from the start.
Dylan was the 2013 Oceania Junior Championships winner in the men's doubles event and a semi-finalist in the singles category. The right-hander, whose father was born in badminton-mad Indonesia, used to accompany the senior Soedjasa to his club to watch him play. He caught the bug. Not only did he start training seriously, but he would spend hours watching the pros play on the TV.
I just really enjoyed watching those long rallies, them just grinding it out, and I wanted to play like that and be like them. Lin Dan, he's partly the reason why I train so hard. trying to play like him.
But to have a chance of emulating the success of his idols, Dylan knew he had to travel abroad to develop his skills and gain experience.
My dad lives in Indonesia, so I first started going over there to train. So he would set up training at Tangkas, which is not quite central Jakarta, but just outside. And from there I just started learning a lot more because the players were so much better, a different level and different mentality over there. And then just recently I went to Taiwan and had a really good experience with Extreme.
The overseas stints have reaped rewards. Dylan has won titles at the New Zealand Under-15 and Under-17 National Championships and was 2014's Under-23 National Championships winner in the men's doubles and runner-up in the men's singles. In 2013, the Auckland-born player took the Oceania Junior Championships title in the men's doubles. Last year, he played his first Grand Prix event at the New Zealand Open, losing to Chinese Taipei's Su Qianhao in the early rounds. But it was the experience of playing against higher-ranked players that Dylan was after.
At Sky City last year, I managed to get to round 3 for singles, and he was very fit, and the game was a lot different playing against him compared to the other matches that I've had before, so that was a really good learning experience.
Competing in 3 formats is punishing physically, but the high-energy youngster is more than happy to meet the challenge. He's keen to squeeze as much knowledge out of the different categories before he specializes.
For singles, I like to rally a lot, maybe a little bit of defense, but try and be offensive. For doubles and mixed, I like setting things up, anticipating and getting to things early and just setting up my partners to finish rallies.
Multitasking is not only a feature of his badminton life. The 20-year-old shuttler is also juggling being a final-year student at the University of Auckland.
If there are times where I have to put more effort into university, then I just do that. And then when it's a little bit more quiet doing university work, I can start training a little bit more. Trying to go overseas with university and all of that is a little bit difficult, so this is my last year for university, and then next year hopefully I can travel more overseas and play more competitions and get more experience.
Strong-willed and ambitious, Dylan knows what he wants and is prepared to work hard to achieve it.
I'm definitely aiming for the 2018 Commonwealth Games. So from next year, I'm wanting to go overseas, start playing more competitions, build up my international ranking, and hopefully get into the Commonwealth Games. That's the first one. And then other than that, I want to be able to play at a competitive level internationally.
Undeterred by the challenges faced playing a sport that is still trying to gain a foothold in a country dominated by rugby and cricket, Dylan Soedjasa is determined to make his mark in the world of badminton. The BWF World Superseries finally raised its curtains last week, and what better way to do it than at the oldest and most prestigious tournament, the Yonex All England Open Badminton Championships. On finals day, there was a mixed doubles duo gunning for a 4th consecutive title. Indonesia's Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Natsir were eyeing a place in history as they began the day's action against Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei. China's reigning world champions, who had lost in the last 2 finals to Natsir and Ahmad, were keen to make amends this time round. With the Indonesians struggling to find any kind of rhythm throughout the match, it was Zhang and Zhao who quickly asserted their dominance. They won it in straight games, 21-10, 21-10, ending their luckless streak. The women's singles followed next with India's #1 Saina Nehwal taking on Spain's leading lady Carolina Marin. In a repeat of the recent Syed Modi International Badminton Championships final, it was the world champion Marin who was looking to avenge that loss. 62 minutes and 3 games later, the Spaniard had the revenge she sought. Final score 16-21, 21-14, 21-7 as Marin grabbed her first title for 2015. In the men's singles, world number 1 Chen Long was up against European champion Janno Jorgensen. The Chinese superstar was aiming to recapture the crown he won back in 2013. In Jorgensen, though, Chen was facing a tricky opponent. The Dane had defeated the world champion in their last encounter and seemed to have taken inspiration from that win as he took the first game. But the next two belonged to Chen as he clawed his way back into the match, clinching it 15-21, 21-17, 21-15. Defending their title in the women's doubles were China's Yu Yang and Wang Xiaoli as they faced compatriots Bao Yixing and Tang Yuanqing. World number 7 pairing, Yu and Wang, were looking to make history of their own. A win would see them grab a third All-England crown in as many years. But Bao and Tang weren't in a charitable mood as they took the title for themselves, winning it 21-14, 21-14. Gracing the final event for the day was the men's doubles as the Chinese tandem of Fu Haifeng and Zhang Nan squared off against Denmark's Carsten Mogensen and Matthias Bo. Fu and Zhang's title credentials were given a massive boost when they defeated defending champions Mohammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan in the second round. But Bo and Mogensen weren't ready to be another victim. The world number 2 successfully saw off the Chinese challenge. Final score 21-17, 22-20. That concluded another captivating edition of the All England Open Championships. Next week, we'll bring you highlights of the Swiss Open in Basel. After the break, we spend the afternoon with Singapore's men's doubles champions Danny Bawa Krishnanta and Chayut Triachat. This week's Player of the Week is Spain's women's singles player Carolina Marin. The world number 6 clinched her first All-England crown when she defeated India's Saina Nehwal in 3 games. Still only 21 years of age, Marin is also the reigning world and European champion for the women's singles. The men's doubles event is one of the formats that best captures the imagination of the fans. It's easy to see why. 2 sets of powerful athletes battling it out on the courts make for an entertaining spectacle. But success in this highly competitive format is not easy. Besides the grueling training regime it requires, more often than not, the chemistry between the pair plays a significant role as well. For Singapore's top men's duo Danny Bawa Krishnanta and Chayut Triachat, their partnership was always a work in progress. But it was worth the wait as the pair enjoyed a breakthrough in 2014. They won their maiden title at the Yonex Sunrise Malaysia Grand Prix Gold last season.
I think we are got the different character. Yeah. I always think he lazy, yeah, very easy tired, and yeah, I only think positive. And when get some title, few titles, then the confidence come from there.
The pair was enjoying some downtime at the Republic's iconic new stadium when Badminton Unlimited caught up with them. Danny, 26, and Chayut, who is a year younger, shared with us how it all began for them. Chayut actually tried his hand at both basketball and football, while Danny was simply inspired by the stars of the game.
All this sport is like, body contact sport. So the time I was very young, I don't have much power. People hit me, I fell. And then so I also have injuries on this side of the sport. So my mother say, it's enough.
I see all the seniors, top players, and see their lifestyle. Then I see it's nice, good, go holiday, like go so many countries. Yeah, I'm motivated by them, and I feel badminton can change my life. Yeah.
Although they differ in the way they took up the sport, the way they were recruited is similar, through Singapore's Foreign Sports Talent Scheme. When he was 13 years old, Chayot moved to the Lion City from Thailand to study, but his badminton talent was quickly spotted by the authorities. As for Danny, he was invited over from Indonesia in 2006 after impressing in a local competition. Both have been keen to repay the National Association's faith ever since.
They offered me to come here, and they give me all the facility, competition, give me more chances to play in the big competition. So I decided to take the Singapore passport, and yeah, I try to get myself in the highest standard and give something back to Singapore.
They also can help me to write a letter to school that I only go for the school for 3 days, and then another 2 days I will train full time with the national team. So it's like, so after that, after I finish my studies, I was like, okay, I think since they helped me a lot, okay, I think I must pay them back something.
However, they didn't exactly hit the ground running. Both Chayot and Danny started out with different partners, but finally came together in 2008. But any progress that was made then was cut short, when personal matters forced Chayot to leave the national fold temporarily. It was only 5 years later that the Chayot-Danny tandem breathed life once again. It hasn't been easy, but the pair's confidence in each other has been unwavering.
Starting, we take very long. It's very hard to come up, very hard to come up until he left and rest for some time, then come back and okay, we refresh, we start again.
For me, most important thing about partnering or whatever is trust. Danny have to trust me. I have to trust him as well. That's why I think we can just break through something.
That moment came almost instantaneously. Just 4 months into their renewed partnership, Danny and Chayot clinched the Malaysia Open Grand Prix gold.
The final, I just say, okay, we reach here this far. If you are scared, nervous or what, you still have to play. Okay, I will go in everything. Just try my best. That was like my last match.
I know some way to do in the court. Slowly, I keep the point leading, and then I never expect to win. Focus one by one, every point, until I get the last point.
A Commonwealth Games silver followed soon after, before they capped off their remarkable year with a second Grand Prix gold win in Macau.
Because I already won some GP gold title before, so I just come, and I believe how hard is the opponent, there's always chance to win. Just make sure focus every step, every point.
While they feel their first title helped boost their confidence, the world number 21 pairing is adamant that self-belief and focus will also drive them onto future success.
Okay, maybe first time that we won the Malaysia, I think it's maybe lucky, but then also it's another thing that prove myself that we are not far from those top players. We still can progress. Our target this year is SEA Games. We would like to go. We would like to get gold because it's at home ground as well. And then of course we want to try to win some Super Series as well for this year. Yeah.
An interesting 2015 lies ahead for the Singaporean duo. With already more than a year of playing together competitively now, it could be sooner rather than later that they're amongst the elite of the sport. Let's find out what's happening on the international circuit in our Badminton Unlimited calendar. Next week on Badminton Unlimited, we talk to Ireland's #1 men's singles player about his off-road badminton success. And we catch up with the Tan siblings, the poster children for Belgium badminton. See you next week.